I'm not recording the Owl House. I'm actually sick, and I just want to talk about these trailers now because they're relevant. I'll just review the Owl House next week. I apologize. Um, so let's talk about these two trailers. The Bad Batch and Loki. These are Disney Plus shows. Loki's a Marvel one. Bad Batch is a Star Wars one. I'm obviously more excited for the Star Wars one. So we'll talk about that one because I am the most excited for it, but I also have the least to say about it. Um, this is an animated series. I was pretty pissed they didn't put out a release date, but I was just waiting. Uh, I liked seeing the setting of the show, which is after Order 66, which is guessed. Um, I'm just I'm a little worried about this show because the Bad Batch storyline from the Clone Wars season 7. Number one, it was the most out of place arc. That didn't bother me so much, but it just was. And the characters were interesting and cool, I guess. But I don't know. That arc just didn't work for me. So I don't know how well they're going to star in a show. Maybe we'll have because why I was so invested in that arc was we had Anakin and Rex and Echo, characters I cared about, and they're mixed in with the Bad Batch. That's the only reason I kept watching that arc. Otherwise, it probably would have stopped. And so I don't know how well a show of the Bad Batch is going to work out. But either way, I'll still watch it, and it looks good. Animation looks really good, and so we'll see. Now let's talk about Loki. I was not a big fan of Endgame. The time travel stuff was the worst part of that movie to me. My issue was they kept specifying the rules and then they constantly broke them. Like they kept saying, "Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. Here's the rules." They said them like 5 times. Hold your hand, treat you like an idiot, and they broke them all the time. So it bothered me. That wasn't my only issue with that movie, but that was a big one. And I saw that obvious setup for Loki where in the movie he takes the Tesseract and there's no resolution to that storyline. So where did he go? What did he do? I do not know. It was obviously set up. And this trailer showed us what is happening here, which is that it's a time travel show. You see at one point the Avengers Tower destroyed. You kind of see some interesting stuff in the background. I'm sure there's going to be lots of people breaking down stuff. Looks like he's imprisoned, probably for messing with the multiverse or kind of universe and everything, breaking a ton of rules, as Loki does. My issue with this show is just in concept, it's really stupid. Okay, the Loki you like, who has the character interactions and the relationships with the characters you like, is dead. So now we're watching a different version of a character go on different versions of go on a different story where he's the lead, except he's never been the lead before. And main reason people like Loki, is because he works well off of Thor, he works well off of the Avengers, other characters, right? And their dynamics. All of his best scenes, one of his most memorable scenes is where Hulk's smashing him, right? Or when he's working off of Thor and Thor 2 and he turns into Captain America for a minute. Things like that. Those are scenes where he's working off of other characters. And so I don't understand the point of this show. It just, I'll watch it because I watch just about everything that comes on Disney Plus. I review it for the channel, and also it could be interesting, it could be cool. I'm not a big Marvel guy, but I am very excited for WandaVision. I think that looks like a great show. It's just this, I don't understand the appeal of it. I'm pretty really? This is what we're doing? It's just not a thing. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's just annoying they didn't put out release dates with these trailers. Maybe they just don't have one ready to go. Hopefully announce one soon. My guess is May or June Loki. Bad Batch, I'm guessing March or February, because we got Obi-Wan, I believe, is coming out next year, and then we got Mando season 3. So you kind of have to put shows spaced out. You can't have them like one right after the other. So, I think that's a way to do that. But we'll see. I, again, I don't want to be too negative on Loki. We haven't seen it. Maybe there is some great idea behind the show I'm not seeing, but I just can't see it. I just can't.